Hey guys, it feels so good to be back right here once again on the Football Gazette podcast. My name is Muyiwa Joshua, reporting for duties in a new year. And I've got with me the regular G here, Tumishi Akomolafe. Tumishi, how are you doing and how does it feel to be back right here for the first time in 2025?
Happy New Year to all football fans out there. Compliment of the season. It's nice to be back here, as you have said, and let's discuss football.
2024 generally was a roller coaster
Yeah.
sort of year for
Yeah.
football fans in general,
100%.
especially for supporters of Chelsea, of Manchester United, Arsenal at some point, Manchester City.
Yeah.
Towards the end of last year, they didn't had it all good at all. They had actually endured a very torrid end
Yeah.
to the year.
Well, let's just hope. I think some matches have been played this year, and we could tell that some didn't start with a win. The likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, all of them drew the match. Their first game of the year 2025.
Is that supposed to be a significant mark in things to come? In the year, or it doesn't matter?
We never can tell. Maybe just a slow start. But only Nottingham Forest of this world sitting in the third position. Points with Arsenal.
Before we even delve into that,
First game.
before we delve into that, football fans, well, it's a new year now, and football in the football world, of course, we're going to be having a lot of actions. There are a whole lot of international tournaments to go down in the year 2025, and we expect you to always keep tabs on Football Gazette, while we'll give you in-depth analysis and insights on action, on trending news in the world of football like you know us to be. We're now back to the center of attraction when it comes to football leagues in Europe. That's talking about the English Premier League, where we're talking about the fairy tale season Nottingham Forest are currently enjoying. Some way, somehow, this team have gotten themselves level with Arsenal in second position, just 6 points adrift of leaders, Liverpool, with the game in hand. It's quite surprising, right?
No, Nottingham Forest are really doing some fantastic job. You can't. No one would expect at this time, at this point in the league, no one would expect Nottingham Forest will be
To be
sitting.
in such position, like from where?
How come? How do we get
And incidentally, football is really funny.
very, very funny?
Nottingham Forest now, after 20 games played, accumulated 40 points.
40 points.
The same with Leicester City, accumulated after 20 games played. At this point, in
This season-
2015, 2016,
This isn't the one that
this isn't the one that league. Football.
am I
Something there?
but I don't know. Liverpool are too good to bottle the league.
To bottle the
Yeah, Liverpool are too good
But
to bottle
if
the
it were to be Arsenal occupying the first position,
Maybe
now
we
you won't be
can-
able to
we can-
with confidence.
Yeah, maybe with Arsenal we can say something different. But Liverpool, they are just too good to bottle this.
Still with the game in hand.
Exactly. You can tell that they have a fantastic squad.
So now,
And the first has been doing well.
to the business of we'll be getting back to that. Nottingham Forest, now Chelsea, as said, Manchester United, Amorim, and all much later. But let's talk about the business of the day. We've actually, Ahmad of 2024, been a roller coaster year for football fans. Now, we've seen quite a number of players who actually impressed, who went beyond their elastic, human elastic nature to actually give their best to their teams. So now, I don't know, can we actually enumerate something that looks like the best 11 of 2024? I don't know. Of course, I have my own stay and reservations about some players.
Yeah.
Because I've been seeing some online, some media brands come up with their own 11 of the 2024 year. But I've not been really convinced like that. So I don't know. What would be your own 11?
Well, starting from the goalkeeping department, looking at what I've seen so far, let's say in the first half of the season, after 19 games or 20 games, let's say.
No, let's talk about 2024 generally. Yes.
Generally. Then for my 2024 generally, my goalkeeper would be David Raya of Arsenal.
Okay.
You can tell that he had a fantastic season. Although they have bottled the league somehow, some way last season.
Yeah.
And 2 seasons ago, but you can tell that they have a very good goalkeeper right there. That department.
So let's talk about the defense now, the left back, before we go to the center, the right.
The left back, I'm going for Manchester City. Josko Gabriel.
Josko Gabriel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can tell that he has going forward, like in the his attacking contribution has been so fantastic for Manchester City during the year 2024. I think
I would agree with that.
Only Gabriel Mangales that have scored more goals than
the
in the year 2024. And he did well defensively as well.
So I think I still agree with that. But then I think coming close second for me, it should be a certain Marco Correa.
Marco Correa.
Yes.
I doubt it.
So who comes second for you?
In 2024.
Yes.
The whole of 2024.
Whole of 2024.
Or left back position.
Yes.
I don't know. But I can only pick someone who has convincingly.
And who is that?
Just forget it.
No, after Vadeo.
Yeah.
He's coming close second for you. That's what I said. I said Marco Correa for me.
For 2024.
Come close second.
Yeah. I'll go with Marco Correa as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because he had a fantastic 2024.
Yeah.
The
Euros
and coming back good in form with Chelsea as well. This 2024, 2024, 2025 season. I think yes, he had a fantastic year as well. Marco Correa comes.
Okay, so let's talk about the health CB now.
The health CB, that will be his.
Okay, the CB, any peer.
Any peer. I'll go number one on my list. Gabriel. Arsenal, Gabriel Mangales.
Okay.
And Pierre with him will be Van Dijk.
Van Dijk, then Gabriel.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I think I should be going with Van Dijk. Yeah, Van Dijk. But I want to look past the scoring prowess of Gabriel.
Okay.
Yes. For me, I would have William Saliba, and Vich Van Dijk. Yeah.
A good pick as well.
So talking about the right back.
The right back. Players in that position have not been really impressed.
Yeah, this season, especially when you begin to wonder a certain Mario Gusto who was on top of his game last season.
To me.
This season, it's been nothing to write home about.
I'll go for Liverpool Trent Alexander-Arnold.
The same Arnold?
Yeah. Liverpool Trent. Arnold.
I want to believe 2024. I want to believe this particular guy, Alexander-Arnold, would have been better suited to be a midfielder rather than be a defender. Because when you check his,
a lot of people complain about his defensive work rate and all, but they fail to praise him in his attacking contribution for his team, whatever team he plays in. Trust me, Trent Arnold will fit into any team in the Premier League as I speak. Trent Arnold will confidently walk into Manchester City.
I want to agree with you. You might not. Maybe not. I'm not here to make you. Maybe not defensively. Yes, we're going to struggle to get into most top half.
I doubt it. Because Trent Arnold is going to walk into any top 6 side in the Premier League. Trent Arnold.
Okay. So go ahead, I'm with you. So you're picking Alexander-Arnold?
Of course, 100%.
Well, I really want to dispute that, but then maybe that would be for another occasion. I guess we're rather winding out of time. Yeah. Let's talk about the midfield position now.
The midfield position in 2024.
Yeah, 2024. That should be some very crazy pick, right?
Yeah, it's going to be.
A lot of guys were actually at the top of their game.
Yeah,
2024. Talking about the midfield.
A defensive midfielder this time.
Well, certain Moise Caicedo should make it.
I think Rodri in 2024 was also fantastic, but
okay.
Manchester City actually got injury. Yeah. But then Rodri was also fantastic, and Caicedo too was brilliant in the year 2024. Although he had a difficult start right there at Chelsea, and we have a certain Declan Rice as well at Arsenal. And don't forget, Gravenberch of Liverpool. I mean, my peer will be.
Let's just pick the three. And the attacking midfielder all together, the three.
The three
guys in the middle.
Gravenberch, Moise Caicedo, then let me say Martin Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard.
Yeah.
Well, I beg to differ with you. Martin Odegaard won't even rank in that position
in 2024. Don't forget, we are considering 2024.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it might actually be a difficult pick because it's been a long time coming, and this is 2025 already. Yeah. So a lot of memories might actually have gone. But then I think, Martin Odegaard might not have done badly for himself. Of course, he was actually instrumental for Arsenal in that pursuit for the league back to back. But then at the end of the day, there was really nothing to show for it. And Arsenal fans, that's one you should really be worried about. You're occupying the second position once again. So okay, let's just pass it that way.
Yeah.
Ravenback, Moise Caicedo, Martin Odegaard.
I mean, I want to put a certain Cole Palmer because I don't know, with going with 4-2-3-1 formation.
Okay.
I will retain Moise Caicedo and Gravenberch in the midfield.
Okay.
And Cole Palmer in front as a number 10.
Okay.
Then we have a certain Mo Salah in the right wing.
Okay.
And at the left wing, that's a difficult position to pick. But I'm actually going for a certain Gordon of Newcastle in 2024. Okay. He was fantastic. His goal contribution was
you know the one I'm most concerned about. What? Your striking option.
My striking option.
Your sole striking option.
My sole striking option.
I mean, we have a lot of strikers in the Premier League who actually perform. So I don't want to hear like.
In what I'm setting up in my head, I think Haaland will suit what I'm setting up. Trust me.
Erling Haaland
will suit what I'm setting up.
Okay.
In 2024. So
okay.
I mean, it will suit what I'm setting up. The number of goals, contributions.
We have Alexander Isak.
Yeah. We have Chris Wood. Isak might come second. Chris Wood, yes, he started performing well this season.
See, strikers that perform in lesser team is not a very special place in my heart when it comes to ranking. I don't know, somewhere or the other, when you're playing in the top six, as a striker, of course you are bound to be fed even beyond your expectations.
Who's your pick?
When I want to go for Alexander Isak, undisputed. Alexander Isak.
Isak was fantastic. Scoring good.
And if you can pick Gordon in Newcastle, then definitely you should be able to pick another Newcastle player in Alexander Isak. I'm not putting that down your throat.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right, your opinion.
Very good.
So for me, Alexander Isak,
I'm not going to go for Isak because due to sometimes I believe his injury worries that he gives the team. At times he's not fit to play like week in week out. Sometimes he's out to injuries.
Okay.
I mean, when I look at the injury record, it just doesn't fit in for me.
Well, when you take a look at it, all players are relatively maybe injury prone. If that way.
Yeah.
Except from a couple of them who
managed to take you can tell that in Haaland.
I know Haaland being an available striker right there. But
looking at the number
for me, I think it doesn't have the mobility power for me to actually excel outside the box.
Well, let me say in their ranking, Haaland start for me 100%. Maybe Isak on the bench. I might have Isak on the bench. And maybe Isak or Kai Havertz on the bench.
Kai Havertz?
Yes. These are players.
Well, are you saying that to make Arsenal fans feel good?
No.
Kai
Havertz, yes.
Well, that's actually a tough call. You know, we're actually on the street some times ago, and this very old Arsenal, lifelong Arsenal fan actually told us Mikel Arteta will be coming nowhere close to winning the Premier League title. Kai Havertz as a number 9. And
you never can tell. They are giving Liverpool a run for their money this season.
So is this what you call a run for their money?
Points gap.
At least with a game in hand, that's a run for their money.
I don't count the game in hand until
Of course. Technically, their games lost.
I don't count game in hand until it's been played and won. It is after Liverpool are able to defeat Everton.
But then for me, I want
the same part. Then I will know that yes,
for me,
they extended their.
I won't rate Kai Havertz in that.
No, I was only putting it into ranking option. Not that Kai Havertz is going to start for.
It won't make my top 10. It won't make my top 10.
You're getting too far with that.
No, I'm only just being sincere.
Because of time, I would have said you.
I'm only just being sincere now. Kai Havertz is not the traditional natural striker you want to have in your team.
I am not. He leads the line for Arsenal.
Yeah, you heard what you said. He leads the line for Arsenal.
So why can't he?
Just like a meme I actually saw a couple of days back.
Yeah.
So it's actually a replica of this popular advert. My Ateta might be blind, but then it doesn't feel winning trophy is necessary. That advert during the Premier League matches, my brother might be blind. That so I mean, I can't have that for me.
Yeah.
Isn't coming close to any. I mean, let's just say our top 10.
Don't get me wrong.
Top 10 might be exaggerated.
Okay.
But top 5 for me, it won't make it.
It might not make my top 5 as well, but I was only putting it in ranking options. Alan, Isaac, Chris Wood, Nicholas Jackson. We have a lot of guys players there. I mean, we have
well, let me see.
Strikers in the Premier League. We have Vardy.
This season. Although he's just having bad
this season. Who has been fantastic?
Not Havertz. Havertz won't make. Okay, top 7 again. No. My top 7. Well, Arsenal fans. I'm sorry for Arsenal. That's why you think that's song. That's because you said he's leading the line. So it's just normal for him to get to the end of all.
I would advise you to listen to Kai Havertz's song.
And
what to an Arsenal fan anytime, any day.
What inspiration do I get to derive from listening to Kai Havertz's song?
At least it's called goes for them.
Let's get back to standings in the Premier League, and this is where I think it would interest fans of Chelsea, Manchester United, and let's say Arsenal. Although we have very few fans of Nottingham Forest in Africa, let's just put it that way. But right now, as it is, they're having a fairy tale season. Nottingham Forest level on point with Arsenal. We mentioned it earlier on the show. It's something we really can't imagine in our widest thought.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest after 20 games, just 18 games left to be played in the season, and occupying the second position.
Well, don't forget that makes me remind 2 seasons ago and last season we saw Newcastle in a similar position in which they were able to qualify for the Champions League. After going to the Champions League, we see they dropped down deep in the league. We saw Aston Villa as well last season in similar position.
And that's where I think
we were able to make the Champions League as well.
I think that's where squad depth gets to play.
Exactly. And when we went to the Champions League this season now, you could see their form in the league is not matching what
they actually
exactly. And I'm feeling like, is it feeling like I'm saying Nottingham Forest that team this season that we should look forward to.
Do you think they can make it top 4?
Of course. If Newcastle, Aston Villa can do it back-to-back seasons, Newcastle in 2022-2023 season they were able to do it.
Nottingham Forest.
They can do it.
But who do you think might be displaced?
Would you expect them to be displaced?
I actually resonate with your sentiment this time around. But who do you feel might be displaced for Nottingham Forest? Or let's say
maybe Manchester City.
Your top 4 at the end of
the top 4. I think is being determined already. Although there might be changes along the way.
Yeah,
you could see Chelsea before their last 4 games. They were just 1 point behind Liverpool, and now they are back into the 4th position.
Winless in 4 games.
Winless in 4 games. Anything can change anytime. You just have to win your games.
Yeah.
You want to make top 4.
So for Nottingham Forest, you don't think anything can certainly change for them?
So far now, I believe they can still make top 4. Maybe not the 3rd position, but at least a top 5 is still realistic for them. A top 5 is still.
But then at the end of the season, a European finish.
Yes, maybe they can get a Europa League spot. But I believe right now, the top 4 is shaping up. We can Liverpool. Maybe Chelsea, they are serious.
They're serious.
We never can tell. Manchester City can also come from behind.
They look to be getting their hearts
Yes,
back to normal.
exactly. So I can never rule Manchester City out with what they.
No, it's painful. When we mention the likes of Liverpool, of Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, and of course Nottingham Forest, omitting the traditional Red Devils, and that's Manchester United. That's because they are not there. Just like Enzo Maresca, we say we are not there yet. Manchester United languishing 13th on the Premier League table. They've actually done some miracles against top sides this season. But what is happening against lower sides?
The storm will come, according to the manager's words.
In quotes, the storm will come. But hopefully it doesn't get to affect Manchester United fans. So maybe you can just affect them in England.
Yeah, you are the beauty face.
Oh, okay.
The storm has come.
Honestly, it's looming. It's still coming.
It's still coming.
Okay, it's still coming.
I believe they are going to struggle for the rest of the season because of the errors the manager is.
But do you see them going on relegation?
Never.
Oh, that won't happen.
Never. That won't happen. Not. Come on, Manchester United. If not to fight with their their kidney, their hand, their blood and sweat, they are going to avoid relegation by all possible means.
Do you see them in the mix? Probably fighting.
I still believe they can make top 10 this season.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, if they are able to win their next 3 games, they should be in top 10 because the point gap is not that wide.
Yeah.
So at this point, they are more closer to relegation than
top 4. Yeah. So you think the top half finish for them at the end of the season should actually be a good one?
They can still make the top 10.
But then it's really been
a very win games.
It's been a very
crazy performance against Liverpool. They were fighting
for their lives as though their life depended on that match.
You saw a certain Bruno Fernandes.
Where's been that mentality? Where along?
Yes. The manager was furious because he said he was surprised with what he saw that day.
Yes, because he in the shoot. I would be surprised as well. This performance was not very strong. So you love to Bournemouth, you love to Wolves, you love to Newcastle.
They just have to put their head together and make sure they give him their best.
If I were to be Amorim, he would be mad just like he was.
Of course, and it would be justifiable.
Well, that's for Manchester United. Hopefully, as the season progresses, just like Timothy said right here, they get their act together. And of course, still realistic is a top half finish at the end of the season. Of course, football fans, that's the bit we would be able to take on today's installment of the Football Gazette podcast. Until some other times when we'll get back here once again. Do stay good through stories from the ever exciting world of football. Do stay good and stay out.